Are you going to record your disclaimer?
The disclaimer?
Disclaimer, the first 30, we'll just record it and you just cut this out from the audio from the beginning.
Gotcha.
Disclaimer, the audio in the first 30 minutes is not great. We weren't recording, but now we are.
Sorry, guys. I
We got
didn't
it.
see it. I thought I recorded, but
It's okay.
okay.
Maybe he'll find it later.
Yeah.
Anyways, hope you still enjoy the video and you can still listen to what we're saying.
Right. Yeah.
And understand.
Understand.
Yeah.
No.
All right, ready?
Yep.
All right. Welcome everyone back to another episode of the Hangover Cure Podcast. I am your host Alex, and joining to me again today is Luna,
Hello.
Sarah,
Hello.
and Riley.
What's up?
And today's topic is, I guess we're going to be talking about college now that it's kind of the season again. It's fall, end of the month. And yeah, we're just going to kind of share our own experiences and just kind of what we went through in college and what we kind of struggled, what any tips or advice that we did to overcome any paths or obstacles, and kind of where we are right now in life. And yeah, just kind of what we've been doing in our 4 years of experience. Am I gonna start?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You can go first.
Okay. So yeah, I recently graduated. Not recently. I mean, a year ago, last spring. I got my bachelor's in business management, and yeah, I wouldn't really say I struggled too much. Of course, we had COVID, and that was a big part of my my freshman and sophomore year, and then a little bit in the beginning of junior year. But I mean, I don't know. I was given the resources I was needed to, to kind of go through those dark times, and I utilize it. Um, there was also easier ways and methods, and maybe not ethical ways as well to study and do exams as well. But you know, I didn't.
You graduated.
I didn't. I didn't make the games. I just play them. Um, but yeah, no, I didn't. I think I'm. I don't know if I could speak for everyone, but honestly, college kind of went by a breeze for me, and that could also just be because I was a business student, and the stereotype is business students got it pretty easy and they don't study and they still get perfect A's, which I do agree on that. Um, but yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really the type of guy to kind of come forward when it comes to struggles because I didn't really struggle.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Yeah, must be nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice. Well, the question I have for you is, like, as a business major, this is a question that I've always, it's not, I've always known, but, it's a more common question that you get, that people, in business majors, did you think that you needed it to get your job?
I I think just getting just the certification itself, I would say so. But if talking about the actual knowledge and experience wise, then probably not. Um, I'm pretty sure some guy that's working full time at a warehouse or working at the office and didn't go to school would still have a better shot at getting, if we were in the same job interview, getting that same probability chance of getting that position than me, someone who did go to school. But I do think that one big part of business, and also I think college in general, is that I think people kind of overlook or overshadow of you're in an environment with hundreds and thousands of people around your age kind of in the same similar situation, you're trying to build your stuff up or build the foundation for your career. So I feel like college is the place, the pinnacle place to network. And I feel like you won't get that if you just kind of go straight off of work right away because then you've kind of set yourself to like that industry. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I think yeah, of course the part of it is like yeah, you gotta go to school and you gotta study and do all that. But I think another big part of it is you also want to meet a bunch of other people too, kind of get their like information, social media, or whatever, just to network, and then who knows that you guys could still be in touch in the future, possibly do some sort of business or some kind of degree.
No, I get that completely. The reason I asked that is because I know people who are like working in the business field that like got their degree and like they worked for a while, and they said technically you don't really need it. You could just start as like a front desk and you work your way up in business. Like if business is like something that you can work your way up in, like you could start off as a part timer, work full time. You get yourself up there. But I usually ask this is because I think what like with college, when you have that actual like degree, the only thing that really like helps you like get that job is it helps you get paid more because you actually have a degree in what you're working in. So like I agree, someone who's just been working could be like applying the same job as you. You guys may both get a job, but you may get paid more because you have the degree for it. But I also think that it's all about networking too. Like I agree, like going to college, having that college experience, very much true. But I didn't experience. I didn't actually live at college. I mean, I went to college, but I didn't live there like the way that you guys did. And I went to school like 20 minutes away from my house. And so like I met friends because I put myself in situations to meet friends. So I joined like student organizations and stuff like that. Not necessarily to network, but just so I can just make friends because I am more introverted than you would think, and I have a hard time making more friends. So that definitely helped. Um, but you can also network when you're working.
Well, yeah, of course, true. But like again, of course, college, you're not just networking with your own fellow peers that you're majoring to. That's why at college there's also a bunch of clubs and organizations, activities. And then like for me, I guess one big part of my college was I was part of our Asian student organization where I was able to meet a bunch of other Asian American students like me, but they're obviously going to school. Some of them maybe business like me, others of them obviously in different sort of majors and fields that they're going in. And then it's like, I guess more for like a college experience. It's like that's like nice to know that you found like a community or like, because I was also like very shy and introverted myself too. So I was like, I don't want to sort of be alone in my dorm and like just go through the college and like study and not have any friends or make new friends. This is like college. I want to have fun. So I was fortunate enough to find that organization and start like meeting people, and then obviously build my confidence and my like um, extrovertedness. To like live my college to the fullest.
Yeah, I think like having connections and networking is really important because um like not only like our peers and like our clubs and stuff, I made connections. I mean, I don't know if I would say it's a connection, but
It's connection.
my advisor
Yeah.
my advisor actually helped me landed my internship, even though it was on campus, but it was still something, and it really helped me to land a job after college. And apparently, one of my coworkers that I worked at in the internship had worked with the company that I worked with. So my boss was actually, we just bonded. And I feel like, I don't know, everywhere I work, it's always, I don't know, I like working where I work, everywhere I work. So I'm always having fun, and I always have a good relationship with my supervisors, which also help me getting recommendations and stuff like
And it
that.
pushes you to your other jobs.
Yeah.
No,
So
for sure.
very thankful for that.
Well, why don't you tell us about your college experience?
Oh,
While
so
we're at it.
yeah, I got my bachelor's degree on film and media studies, and to be honest, I didn't know what I would be expecting because it was film and movies. But I had a really great time. I learned a lot. also I'm not from here. I'm not from the U.S. I'm from Indonesia, so I also had to adjust about like the U.S. college system. I didn't know what gen eds were until I got here. I didn't know we could pick our own classes. I thought it was just assigned to you. But I had a really fun time. Met a lot of people. Um, and I also like really enjoyed taking the classes that I took, except for math. I did not like math. But
Math
Yeah.
challenges me. I wish I took more of my class.
oh,
Math with my whole heart.
Oh, really?
So so for Sarah, what was like your process because you were an international student?
mhm.
What was it like? I guess like graduated high school. Oh my God, I missed my voice. Sorry, I'm recovering from a sickness. Um, yeah. So what was like the process of like you graduated high school? You're thinking about going to college. You decided to go to college in the U.S. What was that process like? What made you chose Mankato specifically, and how did
Yeah.
that whole thing?
So since I was a little girl, probably like 6 or something, I've always knew I want to go to the U.S. for college. It was just a matter of time. And then I graduated high school. I applied to several different schools. Um, but apparently I was too late, so I had to take a gap year. And the reason why I chose Mankato is because I had two options to study in Minnesota or Florida because I have two aunts who live here. One,
Should have lived in Florida.
yeah, I know.
Should have gone to Florida.
I know, but it's so hot in there though.
I love Florida.
I know, I like Florida too.
We should go together one day. Okay, anyways, continue. Sorry.
Oh, fine. Yeah, I got accepted to like a college in Florida actually, but they had no dorms, and I did like my parents didn't want me to come here alone and not know what I'm doing, and I have no car. I don't know what I'm doing, you know. So, my two aunts actually graduated from Mankato, so I applied to Mankato, and it's really good for like international students too because they really take care of it, the international students. So it was process was a bit difficult, but when I finally got here, everything went smoothly, and it was really fun. I love orientation. I made a lot of new friends from different countries, and it was so fun. But yeah, it was kind of hard to adjust to.
Like the American culture.
Yeah, like
And how like the culture shock and how we, I guess, the way that we act and the way we do things is completely different from Indonesia for sure.
yes, and also people showing up with their PJs to class. That
Fashion.
I didn't know you could do that, and then I started doing that because I was like, I want to become
because everyone don't care. They're just there to learn and go back to sleep when they're done.
Yeah, so I like that. Mm-hmm.
That's how public education is here in the U.S. They don't care.
As long as you're showing up.
Mm.
I mean, it is pretty pricey. I mean, how is it like college like? I mean, you didn't go, but like in Indonesia, is it like completely different? Like you know of?
Yeah. So what I've heard from friends is you sign up for college, you get accepted, and then they have a set schedule of like classes every semester. You can't pick. You can't pick at all. So if you have classes on Saturday, then you have classes on Saturday at like 8 a.m. or something. I don't know. And then once I think like when you're assigned to a class, like your class schedule, it's in groups. So whoever your whatever classes you are,
You're going with that class.
yeah, with the same. And then I think like the first 2 years it's gonna be different, but the last 2 years it's gonna be the same people for basically 2 years.
I think Pat was telling me like because that's how it is in Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
They do that too. Whatever class you start with, like as a kid, you will forever be with that group of people. You don't change up, which is, I guess, is more common around the world. Like, because I'm used to jump. I mean, we did that in elementary school. Like, we had like we had a homeroom, and that's like what we stick with, like for the year. And then, but then next year we mix it up. And then once you get to like middle school and high school, you always been having a choice to choose your own class. And then in college, you just choose your own class and time. So that's a culture shock to me. I didn't know that.
Yeah, which I feel like it's good. They both have like pros and cons.
Yeah, I think
like
so too. Yeah.
you can choose your own schedule, but then also, you're not very like challenged to like get out of your comfort
yeah, to
zone.
me, like I think with your like in like that kind of like Indonesia and Sweden, their schedules were you have to be this with the new people. Like here, you have the leniency, and you're not like challenging yourself. I agree. You know, to be able to like do this, but you could challenge yourself when sign up for an 8 a.m.
Ooh.
I never did that. 9 a.m. was really pushing it for me. It was really bad, but that's really I didn't know that.
I got a choice. What the heck? Signing for 8 a.m.?
You have a choice.
No, I didn't have a choice.
Oh,
That
okay.
sucks.
You don't have a choice.
With my current thing, but we'll get into that after.
Oh, did you? You can go with yours.
Actually, I'm gonna ask Alex. Why did you choose Mankato?
Well, originally I actually got accepted to the U of M, which for you don't know, University of Minnesota Twin Cities, which is pretty much
My school.
her school, the
The
biggest
the
and
main
most
school
well-known
like everyone
one
knows
in
the Minnesota. Yeah.
So I did get accepted to that, but tuition was a little too high for me. I would be commuting, not living in the dorms, because it was only like a 30-minute drive from my house. So, obviously financial wise, even though I would rather prefer to stay in the dorms and experience that, obviously if I were to attend there, I would rather just stay home and just commute. But I did want to try obviously living like that full college life and like kind of being away from my family and just trying to be like independent for once in my life. So that's how I then found Mankato. Mankato was only like a little over an hour drive from my house. So that's obviously far enough to be away from family, but not too far enough to
Close
come
enough,
back
yeah.
on the weekends if I want to. And yep, obviously tuition was a lot smaller, so more affordable for me. And yeah, and then I think I also another big part of it is Mankato's. They say it's like a big city, but it's like a
Has anyone said that?
I don't know.
Well, it's bigger than some of the
Like
cities.
I think it's bigger than St. Cloud. I went to St. Cloud.
Yeah, but like I think
Yeah.
there's not much. The main takeaway I took was like there's not much to do in Mankato, so I felt like that would have kept me more focused in school as well. I felt like had I gone to the U of M, I would have been way more distracted.
You would have been different.
Or probably would have been
Really different. Like trust. Like
Yeah. So, so I kind of like the small campus and just the environment. Yeah, it was pretty similar to obviously how I grew up in Prior Lake. The vibes were
it's more
pretty similar,
quiet. Yeah. No, I agree.
So, those factors was kind of what led me to.
Did you ever hear that Mankato was a party school ever?
Yeah, no, definitely. But I just thought that every college was a party
Oh,
school.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, regardless, I feel like anyone's gonna drink or anyone's gonna have throw parties or
That's
whatever
true.
majors. So I wasn't really too concerned on that. Yeah, so that's why I chose Mankato.
Where did you choose Mankato?
I actually chose Mankato because my cousin Alexis.
Oh, wait, I know this.
Yeah, my cousin Alexis, she invited me on a trip to go to Chicago, actually with Sarah. The first time I ever met Sarah, she was the first person I met from Mankato. And she went on that trip with another person from Mankato. I don't know if we want to disclose names. I won't right now. But
I mean, you can. We'll just leave it out.
Yeah. Who's it?
dang,
Went to Mankato?
I think he did. Did he?
Danny.
I don't know.
I think-
No
I know.
clue.
Well, okay, well,
This guy.
he was dating my cousin also, not Alexis, but another one, and we all went on a trip to Chicago. And like they basically sold me on the idea that I should go to college. I had no plan whatsoever to go to college. I was just gonna chill at home, work. But they changed my mind like entirely. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. And like this is literally like a month before college started too. I signed up, got accepted, did my classes, and bam, I was suddenly in college. But I didn't live in the dorm. See, I was COVID year, so I couldn't really do anything fun in there. I know. And I'm really antisocial, so I probably wouldn't have been in the first place. For the first few months there, I didn't really talk to anybody. My only way out was Alexis, or my cousin. So
Well, what did you go to school for?
I went for psychology. Mistake, honest mistake.
I literally graduated with a psychology degree.
And I don't take it back.
Wait, can you keep going? So what did you want to do with your psychology degree? I totally forgot that you wanted.
Well, the reason I like psychology so much and why I wanted to go into it is because I like learning about people, studying them, and being able to like help them. Because I grew up as an only child, so a lot of social interaction is what I never got. So being able to talk to people, understand them, and help them out is something I've always wanted to do, but just never could. So going into psychology, I wanted to just, I don't know, go into a path where I could help people, but that didn't work out because I figured out that with psychology you kind of need to go deeper into school with that, and that's just not what I wanted to do, especially with the a lot of finances. Like it's college is really expensive, so I don't want to be stuck in a hole basically for like half of my life trying to pay off that debt. And honestly, I'm a dropout. I dropped out, but for more reasons than just that. But to sum up my college life, I looked at it more as my growth and experience over trying to like get in a path in life from the way I lived it. Not the way I was trying to go about it, but it's just the way I did go about it. Yeah.
And then you're going back to school now.
Yeah. Now I'm back. Now I'm back in
With
school.
what? Where are you trying to pursue? Nothing.
I'm
Just getting your jet at them and what English, getting your associates.
I actually did get okay. So I'm in a program now for school, and since I went to Mankato, I got all of my general credits done, so I can go straight for a degree instead of a diploma. So my current program is going to get me into a trade like thing where I can go into boilers, HVAC, electricians. So if I can stick with this, I'll basically be set, and hopefully I do. I took a gap. I just worked this gap. Well, I worked half the gap, and now I'm just hoping I can stick with it. Oh, I'm also not back in Mankato. I'm now in a community college over in my hometown.
You went there to go back.
Essentially, as my friends from my hometown would put it, you went to college just to make friends.
Yeah, that's very much true. Respectfully,
But like a lot of the friends I made,
it's from college.
well, no, like they all succeeded, so they're my connections to the world. Like I was just saying, my network into the true world, So I don't think it was a total loss because I do still have those general credits I did. So you know what, it's a win.
A win is a win. Exactly.
How about you?
Well, okay, so I graduated this past winter. So I was supposed to graduate in the spring, but I graduated early because I did I did college and high school. What's that called again? Yes, period, But yeah, I did PSEO in high school I did part-time for 2 years, and that got me enough credit to graduate early. So I graduated early with a psychology degree, and I'm very much like Riley. I wanted to help people. I enjoyed like learning about the brain, but I was not good at any science classes. So I got my BA in psychology, so it was more of like the social interactions and actually like learn about the people and not like the actual brain itself. Because I went to the U of M, like what Alex said, for me tuition was actually way cheaper for me. I went to school for free at U of M. That's how much, because I got scholarships and stuff. And so, Mankato would cost more for me. So I chose U of M because one, I've always wanted to go to U of M, and it was free to the point where I was getting money back from the state.
Oh dang!
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So I was using that money to travel, So it's like, I might as well. And I did live on dorm during the COVID year, and I did make some friends. But I'm really not really antisocial, but I enjoy my time. So a lot of the time, I was okay with being by myself. I don't need to talk to people all the time. Like, I'm okay. Like that's how I did during COVID. I had only Zoom classes. I think that first year I wasn't going for free. I was paying like maybe like $1,000 of loans, like student loans. Actually three or five, between $3,000 to $5,000. But then that's only with me choosing to live in dorms. Like I keep in mind, I only live 20 minutes away from the U of M. I just did it for the experience, and I think it was good. I experienced being by myself. I didn't even stay for a whole year. I actually like deferred half of my spring semester and moved back home. because like, yeah, you know, I'm always home all the time. I'm like here, you know, it was cheaper. I mean, it was cheaper for me to not go, so I just moved back home, um, and it was great. I did meet people. I do would have to say, UM is a big school. Like I think I in 3.5 years I was there, I didn't even like go to. I didn't go everywhere. Like I have not like gone to every single building.
Oh,
No, I
really?
haven't. No, and I've only been to the library once, like the big library only once, because I didn't really study. I just
She was just that smart.
Chilling.
She needed to study.
yeah, period. Yeah, I just feel like there's no point in me studying if I'm the type of learner where if I'm in the class, I can learn it and I remember it right then and there because it's just fascinating to me. I'm like, okay, I can remember it. I don't need to study. But I would have to study if it's like, what's the definition of this? Like, I can explain to you what it means, but they want the exact definition. I can't do that. But sorry, I'm going off track. Yes, I did do that. I did get my degree in psychology. Right now I work at a full time. I work full time at a mental health clinic. And I was very much like Riley, where I wanted to pursue just to help people. But then as I am working in it right now, I've realized that I don't like talking to people that much, and not because like I don't. I have like really bad social anxiety. I just don't know what to say to people sometimes, and my social cues like it's there, but I'm like I overthink it. So I'm like, what do I say? And it just all just crumbles in my head. You understand, right? And so I was like, okay, you know, maybe this is not for me. I was gonna go get my master's in marriage and family counseling, but then I realized that that's something that now that I'm working in it, I don't really want to do that anymore. So I'm planning to go back in school. Not yet. I'm just trying to get my experience up. Maybe go back to do medical. No, there's a word for it. Health administration. Because that's what I basically do. I'm like behind the scenes work. I don't talk to people often. I've always wanted to work in healthcare. I considered becoming a nurse, but I suck at science classes, and girl, that would have not got me anywhere. Like, I was like I love math,
Yeah.
but I placed into pre-calc, so I don't like pre-calc, so I did not do that great. But if you put me in algebra, I love algebra. So I was like, I should have just on that. You know how they do like the what's it called, the placement test? I should have just BS'd and just did math and get college algebra because I was helping Nick do his homework because when he had college algebra, Shadi was struggling. I was here like, this is so easy. X equals 5. What are you doing here? Like, I enjoyed it so much. Pre-calc was so hard and I hated it. But yeah, I think I didn't make a lot of friends. A lot of the friends that I have are more boyfriend's friends. Like, I mean, you guys always make it out.
Yeah.
That's a,
But the thing is, like, I don't regret it, and like I'm just like I also don't talk to a lot of people. The people that I met, it's because he introduced me to you guys. You know, I met you your first year, you two barely, and then I met you the following year, barely. But I've only got to know you guys like you two. No, I've known you for a while. Like no closer. I got to know you closer this past 2 years.
Yeah.
And then you two have gotten closer, like obviously. But I just think that like getting a degree, I don't think a psychology degree is not worth. I think it's like I do agree that you need to get more like school to become what you want to do, but if you really want to, I think you should. It's like every other job, like when you become a nurse, you know, like you're gonna need like extra hours, extra more work for that. It's just like any other medical or healthcare job like that. So like, and I see people all online like don't get a psychology degree. You can get a psychology degree and do a lot of stuff. People go into law school. People go into what else they go into? A lot of things. People go to marketing. They go to marketing and psychology because you study people. So when you go to marketing, I consider that.
Manipulation tactics.
Oh.
What do you mean, me?
Marketing?
Oh yeah, marketing. I was like, me? I'm never. I mean, maybe, but no, yeah, marketing. You go to marketing because you study people. So if you're going to marketing as a psychology major, you have the idea like I know what people want because these people want this. Bam! My advisor actually told me about like there's a lot of her students that went to journaling as a psychology major. So don't think that you just need it if you're going like a psychology major, you're just gonna go and like become a therapist. No, you can do a lot of things. Okay, just saying. I had a lot of options. It's harder to explain to people like what's that higher ups like how do you like why you want to work here as a psychology major. It's like well I think I can help you as a people who learn about people, you know. But the thing I did hate was learning about the brain. Oh, interesting but hard.
Oh.
Interesting but hard. Yeah. It's fun. I love the U of M.
Yeah.
Ski-uma.
Oh, okay.
Ski-uma, ski-uma. I don't know. I didn't. I never gone to a football game. A U of M football game. I've
Really?
never gone.
Wow, really?
Trust.
You should.
Trust. Like when I say school is big. It's big. I haven't even, like I said, toured the whole place. It's so pretty. U of M is so pretty in the fall. It's really pretty. Like I walk, I'm like I feel like I'm in a movie. Like I
The
hear
YM
like
moment.
yeah, I'm like walking to the parking garage to my class. I'm just like, oh my god, my hair blowing in my headphones. Like I feel like I'm gonna run into my oppa right now. But that literally, it's the campus is so.
Back to what I was saying, I didn't go into any college games. It's only because I feel like the U of M is such a big school. Like it the U of M has a great football team, go Gophers. But I just never really I never felt the need to be involved in all of that. Like I said earlier, I was part of a student organization too, and I think that made me became friends with a lot of people. And people knew me because I think because my student organization, since it's a bigger school, knew me because of that student organization. So they'd be like, "Oh, you're Luna from Vinga." I'm like, "Oh, why do we know you?" But hello, I was the one who was more so behind the scenes. I didn't talk as much. A lot of my presidents at the time, they were doing more like the face, they were more the face of the group, and where I was just doing the behind. So they're like, "Oh yeah, I know you because you're from Vinga." I'm like, "Oh, whoa, okay, it's a good thing." I'm kind of glad. I'm really glad that I did because it looks really good on your resume. It looks really good on that, and it made me experience doing two things at once, which is doing a student organization, also three things: make friends and also school. um it was fun, it was hard. We had two big events that a lot of people attended. It was really hard in that end. But that's the only way you network. Now I know this other group of people I can go reach out to and stuff like that. I'm not that close to them anymore, but still talk to them here and there. Hmm.
Honestly, we were all part of the organizations, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were all part of
You
a
know, this guy right
organization.
here.
Hmm.
I lived with him.
We were roommates.
My second year of college, my second and third. Well, technically second and third. I dropped out second, but uh, he was in the organization as he said, and I was just downstairs living in the basement, just going to classes and stuff. And then I get a text from him, "Hey, Riley, come upstairs right now." I'm like waking up from a nap, and I come upstairs. I'm like, "What's up?" Him and all of the board of that group they just start clapping for me. I'm like, "What? What's going on?" "Congratulations, you're the new member." I'm like, "What?"
You guys just made him become a member?
Okay, to kind of give a little backstory on that. So we had one person on the group or the team that decided to drop out from the organization. I won't say her name, but y'all probably know who she is.
Their name.
Hmm.
Honestly, bro.
It's okay. Anyways, um, yeah. So then we were discussing
Disgusting.
discussing
Yeah,
It
about
was
it.
this new member is gonna be
disgusting.
disgusting.
We were discussing about it, and yeah, we just had everyone come to our apartment, and we were just talking about it in the living room. And then I don't know who, and yeah, his cousin Alexis was the president for our organization. So she was just like, you know what? Why don't we just ask Riley to join the
There was
board?
no asking. There was no asking.
Or
It was a round of applause. You're in
or
already.
let's just tell him he's the new historian, and historian basically is just the photographer for our organization. So then we're like, okay. So then yeah, I called Riley. I told him to come upstairs, and we just gave him the round of applause and the congratulations on becoming the newest member of our organization.
Did you enjoy it?
Honestly, I'm glad they did. It was really fun just being a part of something that everyone else would look forward to during the day. Like planning the events. We did prom, like our second chance at prom, right?
Yep.
It wasn't just our group. It was a collection of groups, but because COVID year, like our senior year, we didn't really get that prom experience. So for idea that our organization, that Sarah's organization was there too, was a second chance at prom. That was such a really fun planning, getting other groups to collaborate, and just building an atmosphere where other students could have fun. It's honestly something I highly recommend doing. Like Luna was saying, the communications, the networks, any friends you can make, it's a lot easier when you're a part of an organization. You don't even need like be part of the board.
Literally, I agree. Like I've seen people that just come to all my events, and I know them because they just show up.
Yeah.
And you could just make friends that way too. And like I said like earlier, like people knew me just because of I was in this group. So it's like they knew me because of that. Therefore, I have sort of a networking. That was like a network situation. Like, oh, I know you because you're me. I was like, oh,
Mhm.
great. I got to know you as a person. Now we know each other, and it's very much the same thing with just showing up to those events as well.
Yeah.
Because I show up to your guys' events too all the time, and I met a lot of people. They I think there's some few people that thought that I went to Mankato too. I was like,
I think a
me,
lot of people did.
me go Mankato, no, nothing but me going. Please, I go to U of M, and I'm proud of that.
Okay, slay.
Thanks, slay to you too.
What was the organization you were part of, Sarah?
um, I was in this organization that teach dance workshops. I don't know. Should I just say the name?
You could say
Oh,
that
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
okay.
That's
The
fine.
name was I think they changed it now, but it was Kinsman.
They did.
Yeah,
What is it now?
Asian. I don't know, but it's AAUDC. It's Asian American Urban Dance Crew.
Oh.
But now I think they change it not only like urban dance, more into like something in the name. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Haven't been to any of the meetings since I graduated, which is last year. But yeah, it was really fun because I love dancing. I don't know if I'm the best dancer compared to like others.
You're pretty good.
Ah, thank you.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was really fun and yeah, I was PR. I was also vice president somehow.
Mhm.
I don't know, but yeah, it was really fun because we also planned lip sync, which is a homecoming event where
Literally, you lip sync.
yeah,
You
you lip
literally lip
sync and
sync.
It's like
dance.
those
It was so
battles
fun.
that the one Tom Holland was on.
Lip sync
what do you
battle,
got?
Yeah, those
yeah.
lip sync battles.
It's
Yeah,
literally like
it's
that.
basically like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's stressful because we don't have time to like practice. I think like less than 2 months, right?
I
Or
think it was like 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
oh
No?
really? Oh yeah, because homecoming is like September,
Yeah,
right?
something like
Yeah,
that.
you have like 5 weeks, and like I remember everyone's like, "Oh, gotta go to Kinsman practice."
Yeah.
Even like Shania and saying like, "Are you gonna go? You should do it." I don't want to do it. Like they're all
Yeah.
like, it was very like last minute making people do it.
Yeah,
And
Yeah, and
peer pressure and
even
everything.
even like learning choreos or like making the choreos is also very last minute. I remember I made my choreo in like 2 days, or like one of them I just did it like before the practice, and I taught everyone, and I was like, oh, it's too much.
but
too
it
much.
wasn't like hardcore like break move. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
it was just like easy moves that people can learn to be part
Mhm.
of.
Yeah.
And it definitely made everyone like get together. Like the enjoyment, like as a person from the outside of you who was never really part of it, like it looks so much fun. It looks really well coordinated. You guys did really good. They won like what 3 years
3 in a
straight.
row.
3 years
Yeah.
in a row.
I think a lot of people. It's funny because a lot of people were like waiting for them to come out to like for the last year. It's great to see like a group of people like come together for this thing. The last year one was pretty funny. It was the Titanic one. Movies. It was movies
Oh
theme.
yeah, yeah.
That
was
Oh,
one.
my last one.
I
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was your last, and it was pretty fun. Was that last year?
No, I think it was 2
2
years
years.
ago.
What was last year's then?
Because last year they play Oppa Gangnam Style, and it was
It
like
might have been
the
memes. I don't know.
new board and everything. But I came in there. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We still won first place. Um,
Yeah, it
But
used to be
yeah.
like a whole another group dominating like the first place, and we would always get like what, second?
yeah.
Was it- was it
I'm
like
trying to remember. I know we actually kind of had a reputation, not a reputation, but we had a high standard because I
yeah.
think even before we were in college, our group, which was called like the Mavjins, like Mav for Mavericks, which is Mankato's mascot, Asians, Mav Asians. um, but anyways, yeah, no, I think they also won a couple of times, like the
Mhm.
lip sync before we came, and then we came, and then I think it was some other group that was starting to win in a row
Mhm.
a lot, and then we started winning
Yeah.
again.
We bounced back.
Was it?
Mhm.
It wasn't like it's not a student organization. It was a
It was
Frat-
a
frat-
yeah
frat.
Sear Squad.
Oh, cheer squad.
No, Sear Squad, isn't it called?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It
Oh,
was
okay.
my dorm group people, like the people
Oh.
that were in that dorm, the CAs and whoever freshmen that reside in that dorm,
Mm,
part of that
okay.
group. Yeah, I didn't join them though when I was
Mm.
living there.
Well, that's like I said, it looked fun. It sounded fun, um, but I don't think my school did lot of things different because it was a bigger school, so we
Yeah.
couldn't be holding
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be getting like emails like homecoming weeks. I'm like, okay, delete. But you
Mm.
guys are more hands on. I think that's a good thing with having a smaller school, is you get opportunities like that where because there's not that much people, and so you're you can do those kind of things, whereas when I went to a bigger school, I mean, you could, probably wasn't aware of it. um it's more of like you could if you want to. I mean, we had some things, but like I said, I didn't really pay attention to it, so I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on this, but they had some things, but not as like so like big for you guys like that at my school.
Like school wide.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they had, I gotta think of them right now. They had things, like I said, like I just wasn't a part of.
oh,
They had like, we had like homecoming parade,
okay.
and all I know is that like I would get emails, and like there's a lot of events that happen every week. I'm pretty sure the same thing with you guys too. Like, but they had bingo a lot. They have
I
we
still get the text.
yeah, oh right, they have bingo a lot, and then we had like for us, we have like a big theater, and they were like, and like the way that that theater is set up, it looks like you're going to a movie theater.
Oh, really?
The way that my school is, it's like you walk in, it's like so. The student center is called Kaufman. I just call it Kaufman.
Okay.
And you walk in, like it's like this really pretty like a lot of the buildings are older at the U, and then it's more to the left, and there's like the little theater area, and there's also like they had like Jamba Juice there, but it looks like a movie theater booth that you go in to pick up your tickets and buy popcorn and stuff. And it has a wall of movies that they're showing throughout the week too. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just really enjoyed. I guess just I went to school just to go to school. You know,
I see. I see.
like I just tried to get my degree and I was out of there. You know, because and I don't know, I just didn't really care for the one teacher ratio. Like I didn't really care to get to know my professors.
Oh, okay.
I'm just there trying to learn. You
Mm.
know, I think that's. But I think looking back, I kind of regretted it because I don't have anyone to really recommend me. Because I never got that relationship with a teacher or professor.
Yeah.
I mean, have you guys got a relationship with a professor or?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
was
we were
hanging
much the
out.
same. Yeah, we were much
Oh.
the same.
Yeah.
You haven't?
No, I felt like I should have, but I really wasn't trying to make any sort of connections with my professors. I was part of like a business fraternity, but that kind of died down during COVID. They tried to kind of revive it, but I wasn't really feeling to be part of the revival. So I don't know. I'm still technically a brother, but
But I know you guys do fraternities and sororities a lot different than you. You guys don't really have houses.
right?
You guys
Or do you have a
don't.
house?
we do. They just don't have the Greek letters on them that
I thought that you guys
signify.
couldn't. Makito didn't allow it.
Well, they would just get like a house, like, and they'll just be
Oh, and then just
roommates,
call
and then
it
just
the
call
okay,
it the
so like,
house.
Oh,
so like
okay.
at my
Yeah.
school, there's actually like there's a Greek letters and it's actually affiliated, and they actually have like those the moms and dads come cook and stuff like that. Like an actual, yeah, is an
Oh.
actual like they're so it's like fraternity row. Like you see just frats and frats, and like some days when I go there on the weekends, like they're like outside drinking at 11 a.m. Like, how do you do that? I can never. Like, they're like literally out on the lawns just drinking like bear and like playing bear pong outside. I'm like, and it's just like this whole row of like, whole row of houses. Like, it's like down this street. But see that I was just trying to say that's completely different. So I wasn't when I've heard it that you were part of this fraternity. I was like, oh, like is he like do? I was asking Nick. I was like, did he like do all this stuff? And Nick was like, no, we don't actually like have that at our school. So I
Yeah,
mean, at least you experienced some sort of fraternity.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure like those fraternities are
Mhm.
still there in Cato. Like
Yeah.
again, they just keep it low key, you know.
because they don't really allow
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Airing their business
Mhm.
now.
Expose them while you're out.
Sorry.
I do want to say the one thing I do regret about college is like I wished I went to a college out of state. Why?
Why?
Because I felt like I mean I don't think I would have strived. I'm so introverted, but I would have have to
Yeah.
talk to people because I don't have anyone else. I'm comfortable in my
Yeah.
own home. I think I just wanted to, I'm a Sagittarius at heart. I love adventure, so I love traveling, and I felt like being in another state would have gave me like even more networking. True, um, but yeah, it just I don't know. It just felt like I would have enjoyed it so much. I think I would have loved to go to a school on the West Coast.
Even more expensive.
Actually, I have family over there, so I would have gone. I have family in San Diego, so I was like, I could have gone to, um, what's it, University of Southern California, San Diego. It's beautiful over there. I just feel like I don't know. I just would have enjoyed it so much. Not saying I didn't enjoy my last 3 years here. I just felt like I was too comfortable. So that's why I said like if I'm getting my master's, I want to go get it out of state.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I see. I see.
And I have baggage. His name is Nick.
Oh.
He can't do long distance. An hour and a half already for him is a lot. But
Really?
that is the reason why I moved in with them.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was your regrets of college? Do you have any regrets? No regrets. That's the only regret I had.
I don't know. If I'm thinking about it, I don't really have many regrets because I did try to do everything that I can. Make a lot of friends, make connections, have a sort of relationship with my professors or my advisors or anything like that, just to make a process for the future easier.
Mhm.
And it worked
Mhm.
because now I'm going for my master's in
Mhm.
communication and media. Um and it's all thanks to like my professors and advisors and all those people. But I think I don't know actually if I do have any regrets because I got good grades except for the time I got depressed, but
Oh,
that wasn't because of
Real.
school.
just life happens.
Yeah, and maybe my regret is to just like put more effort into going to class because a lot of the
Mm.
classes are like hybrid or like um you have to go in person, but attendance is not mandatory. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was my biggest pet peeve of college. Some professors were like, you had to show up to class. For what? Like it's like I'm glad enough. I'm so sorry. I'm just so vocal about this.
Mhm.
I just I've had a I had so I had to take language to get my degree, and I took ASL. And ASL is a very visual, obviously a
Mhm.
visual class, and they put it like a thing where you cannot skip more than 3 classes or else you'll
Oh yeah.
fail. And if you have to skip, so I had took 4 semesters of it. My first semester was completely online, and girl, like that was easy. No, 2 semesters online, and the last 2 I had to do in person.
Mhm.
The third semester, she was pretty chill. She was like, yeah, like if you need to be good, if you like, I even though it says in the syllabus that I have to fail you, I won't. Like life happens. If you feel like you have like anxious one morning, don't come in. It's fine. Just let me know. She let me go to Chicago. I was like, oh, I'm going out of town for my finals. Can I do it like a week before? She's like, yeah, for sure. Just send me the video
Oh.
because it's just video submissions.
Yeah.
The my last professor, he was very like,
By the book.
he was like, you cannot be like. I mean, he didn't care if you showed up late. He just cared if you showed up. So I was constantly showing up late because girl, that was a 9 a.m. class, and I'm like a 7 night owl, and I can't.
Yeah.
And this is in the St. Paul campus. U of M has 2 campuses, and so the St. Paul campus is like, it's in Roseville, so it's closer to semi closer.
Mhm.
But parking over there is terrible because it's a smaller place. I have to pay for parking. The
Oh.
only downfall of the U of M is that you have to pay for parking. So many cons about U of M, but I still love them. You have to pay for parking. So I paid for parking a lot. I think I spent maybe like every semester like it's over $200 in parking.
Oh.
I mean, you could go
I don't
finesse it,
know.
but I got a parking ticket before.
Oh.
Because U of M is it's what's that word called? They're with the Minneapolis parking, Minneapolis Police Department.
Oh, I
So you're
see.
not getting a parking ticket from our school. You get a parking ticket from
That
Minneapolis.
sucks.
Yeah, so I got a ticket
Yeah.
from Minneapolis because I was moving out.
Dang.
And I was moving out. And I was rushing in to grab something, and then bam, came out. Like, literally 5 minutes came out to a ticket. It was $50
Damn.
only because I know I got a ticket in Mankato, but I never paid it.
What?
Oh.
And I don't even have that car no more.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that car's gone. It's just cause see this thing like it was never charged to my car. Like I'm pretty sure they try to find it. It's doesn't even work. It's sitting at like a junkyard right now. So
Dude,
Life hack.
I got the most BS ticket in college
oh
ever, bro.
What happened?
So I was gonna go to our campus gym,
Mhm.
and and basically most parking lots is that after 6:30 all parking lots are free. So like then you can just park wherever you want. You don't need the certain color parking pass to
Mhm.
park there anymore. So I got to the gym at 6:25. I parked, and then I like got out of my car, started walking there. I saw the campus security guy parked like a couple like spots like in the corner of me, and I just saw him like kind of staring at me, and I was like, "Oh, you better not." And then
he gave it to you.
he started walking to my car, and I was like,
Dang.
"Bro, come on,
I would have
man!
ran in her.
It's been 5 minutes."
So you got it even though you're right there.
Yeah.
How much was it?
Like, I don't remember. Maybe like that wasn't too much. I think it was like
Four-
30, 40
$40.
bucks.
Oh,
Still
Yeah.
would have
okay.
pissed me
Damn,
still
off.
really
I would have just been like, seriously, I'm literally sitting here. I could move it, and in 5 minutes, I'll come move back. That's really petty.
That's so crazy, bro. Like, bro, you don't need to take your job that serious, bro.
you
5 minutes.
literally working as a campus police officer. Yeah, literally. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. Honestly, that's another pro of living in like a smaller place like Mankato, because me and him, we lived in like such anywhere, honestly, within
Good.
like
Mhm.
a mile. You could just
Walk
walk there.
to
I
school.
walked
Mhm.
every morning to school when I had on in-person class, and honestly, some of those walks were some of the best walks I've ever had. Just like the fall, the tree, like
Mhm.
how Luna said, you had your YN moment, like with how beautiful it looks, just
Mhm.
walking through the wherever. That's how I felt walking the school, and like I don't think I ever lived a mile away from over a mile away from campus. You also lived real close.
Well, yeah, I lived in the dorms my freshman year.
I think the first you lived in was Live Active, wasn't
I
it?
lived in Live Active,
Mhm.
which was not too far from our place. So that was not even a mile. And then obviously our place was just the street behind it, which wasn't far
Honestly,
either.
surprised me that you would drive just to the gym. I know it's more convenient, but like just the walk there is nice.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I don't want to, because I felt like it was still like a 15-20 minute walk, and I don't want to walk after I've
Yeah.
worked out.
Mhm.
You want to get in the car and get to your
Like,
place in 2 minutes.
Cardio wasn't part of my program today, so I'm not
Yeah.
trying to do any.
That's true. Does the bus not run to your guys' place?
Oh no, not
No, not that side.
not
Not
our
the- no,
place,
not the-
but the Live
Oh,
Active.
it did.
It did.
I see.
Yeah, so I had to walk through the grass area to
Mm.
get to the bus,
I
which
see.
was not too bad until winter time comes and then the
Yeah,
snow.
you guys had to time it all the time. I remember
Yeah,
Nick would always be like, I gotta leave in 5 minutes. The bus gets here in like 8 minutes. Well, a walk is 2 minutes. So I'm like,
"Yep,
not me. I always had to drive to school and pay for parking, walk to my class. Sometimes I'd be late because I wouldn't be walking fast enough.
Oh.
But like I was saying earlier, I forgot to say this. When I said like the view is really pretty, like my favorite view is this building right off, like it's at the edge of the campus, and you see downtown, and it's so pretty. It's my favorite view. I always stop when I leave that class because you literally walk out, you walk out, you just look over, right, and it's like this balcony. You just see downtown.
Have you ever seen it at night?
Yeah, because I had to do a lot of night events, and so it was so
Mm.
pretty in downtown. I one day I was working there a summer one summer, and that's when Taylor Swift came, and the route I take home is straight through downtown, and I was passing the stadium when Taylor Swift was here. I'm like, Taylor Swift is in there right now.
Wait, what was Taylor Swift doing?
Her Eras tour
Oh,
at the stadium. So the way that I take
She was
home,
just here. Just
yeah,
I
she's
see.
like, yeah, no, not at the U. The way that I come home, because the U is literally across the river from downtown, and I had to cross a bridge to go across the bridge to over the river, and then I would have to go straight through downtown because it cuts the highway. Like, you know, the highway wraps like this. I just cut the highway in half. And I remember I was like, oh my gosh, like people were lining up all day for their merch and stuff like that. And yeah, downtown, that view is just so pretty. Like it's just, I just reminisce it. I would just go walk there just to look at that.
Mm, yeah. But right now there's too many constructions at the U, and
Yes.
I hate it.
It's always construction. There's always so many one ways. So many people walk around. Like, it's like so bad. Like, it's even, you know how your school is busy. No, this is so worse. Like, when I had to go parking, the parking garages are
Mhm.
in campus, so you have to like always wait for people to cross the street,
Oh,
to the point where
yeah.
I just parked far on purpose because I was like, I'm not trying to sit here to wait to you to cross the street. Yeah.
I see.
But yeah, no, I love that. Should we go into the Reddit stories now, or did you guys want to still talk about this?
I think. Oh, I did kind of have something. I think we
Okay.
want to talk about.
Okay.
I know Sarah, you mentioned that you kind of went through depression during college. I
Yes.
think Riley, you skipped or not skipped. You taken like a couple semesters off before you decided to drop off, right? Or correct
No,
me
I
if I'm
just
wrong.
straight dropped.
Did you?
Out of
Oh.
depression.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we did have a roommate that did kind of took a break from
Yeah.
a couple semesters, and we had a couple friends as well. So I kind of want you guys to kind of give what's your input, what you guys think when it comes to like those moments where like you're kind of struggling or you're feeling down and you feel like you know you need to take time off or like you feel like okay no this is college is like not it for me I want to drop off because I'm gonna be honest I'm a firm believer of like you got to kind of man up and stick it to it like you know like 4 year plan like you can like follow the 4 year plan and like go
Mhm.
through. I understand if there's like major financial things or maybe
Setbacks.
some setback major setbacks but I feel like if it's just like some and I don't want to say like itty bitty because it could be big to the person but if it's like something that's like kind of bothering you or like I don't know like I feel like college is like your main priority and I feel like whatever issues or things that may be going on mentally I feel like you could put that to the side because you just get you know you're here for your 4 years and get it out you don't want to extend that any longer you know what I'm
Yeah.
Oh,
saying.
so so what you're saying is that
I'm basically just saying like no like I'm like
are you
no like I don't know like I feel like
are you
okay
saying that you're the type of person where like if
I,
even if you're dealing with it, I understand, but I would just
yeah
push
like
through.
I feel like
Mhm.
I'm not gonna like name names but I feel like I know a lot of people's instance that have taken like a break from
Mm-hmm.
college and then they're now like they haven't even graduated to this
Mm-hmm.
day they're like
Mm.
super seniors now they're on their 5th year 6th year now and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like and I know they're kind of going through some things, but I feel like we're all going through things, and I feel like
Mm.
you know some you just gotta have a little more I don't know, just a little like more will
Mm-hmm.
power, yeah, into it to like do it. But I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
that's just
Why
me.
don't you guys answer? Because I'll have my input after you guys because you guys actually like took a break.
Uh, I didn't necessarily
Yeah.
take a
Yeah.
break
Mm-hmm.
because I talked to my immigration advisor about it and she said it's a complicated process and so basically I usually take like 17, 18 credits a semester, but they told me to go part-time so I think I only took like 9 credits or like just 3 classes instead of like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
um but wait, what was I gonna say?
Lost train of thought.
Depression.
Yes.
Depression.
Took a break from school.
Oh yes, because my goal was to graduate in 3 years, so I took a lot of summer classes and everything, and I think like I was burnt out, and I was okay. Not to brag, but also kind of. But I used to have a 4.0 GPA for
Mhm.
like 2.5 years, and then it just all I don't know. It was just
It's
hard on
normal.
me,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and it dropped to like a 3.97 and I was like freaking out because I was like, no, it's not perfect anymore.
3.97.
And
Please.
then
Crazy.
Did you hear that?
and then I just started like failing classes and everything. And I think I was just not in a good mental state.
Mhm.
And I went to the campus clinic and talked to my psychiatrist, I think. And
There's a psychiatrist and psychologist are two different things. I think it's a
yes.
psychiatrist.
Yes,
Yeah.
psychiatrist,
Mhm.
yes. And I really like her, and so she told me to go to therapy, but I don't know. I think I do need to go to therapy, but like I don't want to. So I just go to her instead. And to me it's kind of like therapy. Like she's there to listen and give input and stuff like that. Um she gave me meds and I think I feel better, but then I stopped completely because I was going back on a spiral on like being depressed. So
Mhm.
but I bounced back
Pause.
and graduated.
Bounce back.
Yes.
Pause.
I bounced back. Oh, been over an hour.
Still full battery.
Period. Water break.
Yeah, he just needed a.
Water break.
3, 2, 1.
Um.
And we're back.
Okay. Yeah, and I bounced back and I graduated. So even though it was hard, it worked out for me. Even though it wasn't the best, but it worked out. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I just took the worst route possible with my depression. Uh, in school, I was kind of notorious, I guess you could say. Also, I had a title. It was a representative of drinkers,
Oh.
Still
and
number one, right, Riley?
no, yeah, don't. If I had to give some advice, I would say do not vent your emotions through the use of substances at all, because that's real bad. I'm not uh honestly, it wasn't just the depression that dropped me out. It was, my wanting to change the major and all. I didn't know how to go about that. I was just confused and lost, and I didn't even want to go to college at that point. I wanted to just take the gap. But aside from that, back to the depression. Honestly, a big help to me was just having the friends around to be able to talk to. Not even just about the depression, just like take my mind off of it, hang out, go watch the sunset, bike, watch movies, anything. Just having a support system really helps. And it doesn't need to be friends. It could be your family. It could be a comfort movie. Like I know Sarah, she loves La La Land.
Yeah,
I still
I
have to
did
watch
the
it.
La La Land.
It's a great movie.
I still have to watch it.
Um, basically, do not. I'm not gonna say do not. Never mind. Lose that train of thought. Just know you have that support. I knew I
You're not
did.
alone, basically.
Yeah, I know I did, but I still didn't really reach out. My way of reaching out was just being like, "Hey, you guys want to drink right now?" And Mankato being the place it is, someone would always say yes.
Yeah, for sure. Down. Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie, um, some of the bonds I do have is because of drinking, but those are pretty strong bonds. But don't rely on that at all. Uh, I'm an introverted person, so uh, that kind of just being a little tipsy helped me out. But don't make it your end all be all, and just reach out basically. And if you can't, it helps to just have someone who will reach out to you first, because I
Mhm.
know I had a lot of people that do that for me.
Yeah,
So that'd be my advice.
that's good advice. For me, I never dropped out, but I do have really bad anxiety. Well, it's gotten better. Um, so I that's why I was really confused what you're saying earlier. I did push through with like I was burnt out. That's why I didn't continue to get my master's right away. I was like I've been schooling
Yeah.
for the past like all my life, like 18 years of my life. I've been just hardcore, just school, and um experiences are great. I love learning. I just hate the homework. Like
Yeah.
I love like learning about new things. Like I find like learning a great thing in my brain. Like it just makes me feel
Yeah.
like that. But even though I had like really bad anxiety and stuff, I'm a firm believer of like yes, you can push through it and do it, but also like I've always said if you're not okay in here, you're not gonna be okay out here. So like always prioritize your mental health, because at the end of the day, like you're fighting your own demons and no one knows. So I do agree with you, right? Like if you like, I do agree with what you said. Like reach out when you need it, and that there's always someone who will support you, or even if someone does reach out to you, that's probably the best thing that you don't know until someone does it to you. You know, I think that's how I say
And
it. But
actually, to go back on what Alex said earlier, I do agree with him to
extent, right?
some degree about having that willpower, because at the end of the day, only you can help yourself, really. Um, I know having a friend helps out a lot, but at the end of the day, it's you pushing yourself to finish the school, get that job, doing what you need to do, supporting your family, doing whatever, And uh, as he said, this is where I disagree with him. Uh, if you have that plan, you stick with it. You just do that. People do need their time. Like I after I dropped out, I didn't go to school. I didn't even have a job for like the first half of me dropping out for the first year, and then I got a job. And then during that job, it was when I decided, yes, I need to go back to school. I need to get everything right and straight. So I took that time. I went through life without being a student, and I realized that this isn't going to get me anywhere. This isn't going to help me right now. Going back to school is what I need to do. And I feel like people who are trying to figure out what to do, just like try something else, and maybe you'll be led down a path where you'll figure it out.
Yeah, and it's okay to take a break too. Like I've always like there's nothing wrong with not going to college. Like at the end of the day, like you could very much find a job done at 18, and that pushes you up to get like a six figures job. Like college is not something that you need. And I really really believe in like why are we at 18 years old figuring out what we want to do for the rest of our lives? Like we're technically still kids, like we still have like the kid mindset, that's why I'm just saying, like, I agree on Alex with like pushing through, but at the same time it's like it's okay if you don't want to go to college. Like no one's like, it's so stereotypical for you to go to college. Like I've always done it because like I said, love learning, but I wouldn't I don't shame anyone for stopping to go to school, or I don't judge them, because everyone has their own path in life. You can always go back. And I feel like I said, as someone who actually has like mental health, what's that word? Mental health
Issue?
issue, not issue, but it kind of is. I'm the type of person who I figured out myself how to work with my anxiety. So I didn't go to any therapy or stuff. I just sat down and like, it's just my brain messing with me, and I figured out how to like I rerouted my brain basically to like if I know I'm having an anxiety attack, take a step back, chill out, and just live life. And life is never easy, so take whatever steps you need to, but also like don't like life is short too, so don't what is it? Don't take those opportunities. What the English?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
was-
like
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense,
Yeah,
right?
that
Like
makes
so,
sense.
like if an opportunity is given to you, you just take it. Like I think like if someone is offering you a job and you're not doing anything, just take it, because for all we know, that could lead you to find a new passion. Like I have like a relative of mine, she had kids young, didn't know what to do, and she got her degree in HVAC, and now she's working full time and she loves it. But she wouldn't have known that she liked it if she didn't like want to do things by herself. She realized that she hates calling people to like do like air conditioning. She sorry, English. Sorry, didn't mean to curse. She just didn't like that, so she started learning herself. She's like, maybe I should go back to school. Like, this is interesting. I like hands-on stuff, and she went back to school for it, and it just works out for her in that way. So it's like, do whatever it takes for you to find out what you want to do in life, because I mean, we're all only 22 once. We're all just student once. This is our first time living, so do whatever it takes. Live your life.
Yes.
Rock on.
Yes. We're gonna drink after this. I'm kidding. No, we're not.
I think I am.
Oh.
I'm not.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. And yeah, of course, focus on yourself first, care about your mental health and for yourself and your own well-being first. And then I'm not trying to go off like I don't
No.
shame
Yeah, no,
the people that take breaks.
It's just your mentality.
disagreeing.
No,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, no.
I completely
no.
understand that.
Yeah, it's just what I'm saying is like if you have a plan, and then whatever that end goal is, that plan, like stick to it, strive to it. You know what I'm saying?
I think, Alice, you just have a really you're a perseverer. You just persevere and you
Well,
just do it, and then you get your plan done. Some people don't have that persevering personality. Some people just like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You know, like you're just very strong. Like I am a perseverer, but I think you're a stronger perseverer than I am, if that makes sense. Like you have enough willpower, and you told yourself, this is my plan. I'm gonna stick through it no matter what obstacles. That's you. Me, I'm like, okay, there's some obstacles, but I'm still gonna push through it, whatever. And like, obviously, you're like, you had obstacles, you just took like, it's like very much different ways. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
everyone perseveres different. I think you're just really good at persevering,
yeah.
Alex.
Well, yeah. I think for me though is like obviously I still don't know exactly like what I want to do. I still don't know what my career is, what my future is. But for me, my goal was just to get the degree itself. So I was like, yes, let me just obviously go through college. These 4 years. Let me just get the degree. That was like my goal. And then once I get that degree, once I'm now away from college and now I'm in the real world, now I can start applying to jobs, kind of figure out, look at, research into whatever industry, whatever position I can get into. But that will be my issue then. And then I feel like a lot of people are doing is they're kind of what's the word? Like they're over
Thinking.
thinking or like over projecting their future too much, and they're thinking too much far ahead into like the job and the career themselves and not the major they've already declared. And I know maybe some people are like, well, maybe this is not the major or the thing I actually want to study, and I understand that too. And that's a thing where it's like I get it, people are still trying to figure out who they are, what they want to do and things like that. But I feel like once you do kind of have an idea, you got to at least stick to it and then move on to the next step and then figure out what to do like for step 2, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I get that completely.
Yeah.
I think how do I word this? I've seen a lot of people where like they did take a break because they don't know what to do with their life, which is valid. And I agree with you to some extent, because at the end of the day, it's all about who they are as people. You can tell someone so much to do something, but they won't do it because they don't have the willpower to. Like they don't really want to. If they really wanted it, they would.
Yeah.
And you, like I said, you really wanted to get that degree, and you did. And I feel like, how do I say this? Some people, it's just they just don't. I'm not entirely disagreeing with you. It just, I think some people, it's easier for them to stop all right now and figure out right now, because some people are just worriers. They just worry. Like, oh, I gotta think about my future. Like, even though you're like, just get the degree, you're like that. But then some people are just like, I have to worry about it right now. It's hard to it is hard to talk to people something like that talk to people like that sometimes, because they're so like, I'm worried about it, but obviously my advice is don't stress so much, obviously. But like, you just can't get them out that mindset. It's a set mindset kind of thing, and I get what you're trying to say, but at the same time, it's like, it is what it is. People are the way they are. You are you, I am me.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you know what you're doing is basically what I'm
but
getting at.
but sometimes people don't too.
I know, but I mean, like, even if you don't know, you should like know, like, if you're gonna take a break, at least do you at least acknowledge or understand the sacrifices of things
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah, I
doing.
guess. Yeah, and I understand.
Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna like not go to school but you're still gonna stay on campus, are you still willingly gonna be paying all that rent to stay in the apartment even though you're not going to school for it? So you're basically paying for nothing. Is basically what I'm
I know what
saying.
you're trying to say. There's
Yeah.
like, there's a word for it, or there's like a saying, but I just feel like I try not to judge a lot, and if you don't know where you want to do in life, that's okay, because like I said, some people don't figure it out until like they're 30. Some people don't figure it out until they're 40. There's no rush at living.
No.
There's no rush at living. So I agree with you. Like, no, at least know what you're trying to do. Yes, like figure your out. Yes, obviously, but some people just can't, and that's the hard truth. And you just kind of like, okay, like, you know what you are doing in your life, I know what I'm doing in life, you know what you're doing in life, that person might not. And I think that as long as you're there supporting them, because at the end of the day, it's like, if they had no support system, like, all else fails,
Yeah.
they spiral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crash down.
Yeah, so I agree with what you're saying, but I just feel like some people are just like, those in those mindsets, they're like kind of stuck the way they are until they figure it out on their own. Very much. If someone came to me like, I don't know what to do in life, honestly, I'll be like, just figure it out. Try new things, try new hobbies, at least like have some like have like a
Have a
starting path.
vision.
Yeah, have a vision. Yeah. Not
Yeah.
really know what they want to do. That's what I was looking for. Just kind of have a vision of what you're doing. Like, if you're gonna stop going to school, which is true, what are you gonna do after that?
Mhm.
Stay here, work longer. And I understand that, but some people are just like, I don't know. I've seen people who just like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, well, I'm very hands on with those kind of things. I'm like, okay, well, how about this? Next week I come over and I'll help you look for jobs. Like I'm very hands on. When someone tells me they don't know what to do, like, okay, I'm gonna push you in the right direction then, because I don't want, as a friend or as like a family member, whoever this person was, I don't want you to sit here and do nothing with your life. Let me push you in a direction that you can find something that you find like that you love. You know, you just need someone like that in your life. You know. Yeah. Oh, did you want to go into this Reddit now? We might as well.
Yeah,
It's
we can now
okay. I
move
guess.
on.
We're at an hour and 15 right now.
That's okay.
Oh my God, spider!
Shit.
Oh, that's a
Goodnight.
long leg.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't kill it.
She flicked
Should have
it.
leave them alone.
Well, it could have crawled to her.
Those spiders help kill the bugs in the house.
You can kill the bugs too, you know.
I don't know.
Have
I'm
to
not.
I don't know.
Yes. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna do like one. Which we're at hour 15. Let's just do one of them.
This is like a
Is
so
it-
like a story.
Oh, it's a
and we're-
would you rather.
Oh,
Okay.
we're
we're gonna
doing
do-
would you
yeah,
rather.
would you rather.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, disclaimer. Last week, if you listened to our last episode, I would rather very much be stuck in the woods with a bear. Okay, like if you listen to the whole argument that we had, please. I was blindsided. I did not understand what was going on. I finally understand. Literally, after that conversation, I saw videos on my TikTok. I was like, I am dumb. It's okay. You can call me. I called myself for a whole week. I said no. I sat there and I was like, I literally said that into a podcast. I said that I'd rather be with a man. Please, girl. Okay, sorry. Anyways, just
Okay,
a
it's okay.
disclaimer.
Well, that kind of just shows, kind of perspectives and like your knowledge too. Because when you like answer something or you're like a firm believer of something, but then you don't maybe not fully understand the question or like know
Yeah.
the whole thing, and then then your answers could change.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Some of them are really like.
Interesting.
Okay, I think we kind of talked about this question.
Okay.
Would you rather speak every language fluently or
I think we did this
Yeah, we
one.
did.
no? Oh,
this one.
I didn't even finish the sentence,
Oh,
guys.
sorry.
So-
Or
it's
it's similar. Or play every instrument beautifully.
Oh,
Ooh. Oh.
See, it's
I'm
different because
going for the languages still.
I am me too.
you don't want to speak to animals.
No.
I was the only one who said I would speak to animals.
Yeah, I think you were the only one.
What is you guys MBTIs?
I don't know.
INJF.
ENFJ.
You're an
I don't
ENFJ.
remember.
I am an ISTJ.
I think,
It fluctuates between ISTJ and FJ.
I think I'm also ENFJ.
We're all J. No, you're P.
Hold on, let me look it up.
Oh, I am a.
I need to
With
see
this,
a
we'll have
screenshot.
different
No,
answers.
INFJ.
You're an INFJ.
INFJ?
Yeah. And then T, whatever. that
Only
is.
thing
Oh,
Plus T.
what are you?
only thing I know-
ENFJ.
yeah. The only thing I remember from like my personality type is I'm the same as Mr. Obama.
Wait,
Aren't you the
I
same
think
as
I am too.
You guys are
I'm
all
ENFJ.
Oh,
NFJs?
we're protagonists.
I guess so.
Yeah.
you guys? You're an INFJ. You're an ENFJ.
I'm an
ENFJ.
advocate.
I am ISTJ or ISFJ. Depends on the year.
Oh.
I'm more
Mine
sensing.
changed too over a couple of times.
Do you know what you like the title, like the name? Is?
It's introverted, sensible.
Oh, no, I meant like the name, like
Oh,
the
protagonist.
title.
I was a
and, like,
protagonist.
Oh, you meant on the actual thing?
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
just because I took mine again and I came up with ISTJ. I used to always been ISFJ, which is the nurse.
Okay.
I am an ISTJ. I think that one's in the blue guy. He is a logist.
Logistian?
No,
Logistic?
logist. I can't English.
Logistic.
Logistician?
Oh,
I don't know.
logistician.
Yep,
I don't
English
know.
is hard, but the
Aye, man.
logic guy.
Not my 1st
I'm
language.
introverted, observant, thinking, and judging. And a celebrity that's this person is Denzel Washington,
Ooh, that's a good one.
Natalie Portman,
Okay, slay.
George
Ooh.
Washington.
Okay.
I used to be ISFJ though.
Pause.
Oh.
What the
Is-
it
what
was,
about
it
the
was just that
footage?
full. That's true. What about that last footage? That's gone. It was just that full.
No,
It is
Alex.
okay.
But that's saved though, right?
I don't think so. If it died.
Oh my god.
But that was just 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, it was just 15 minutes. It was just 15 minutes.
So that one-
Okay, we'll help you with the subbing this time.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
But yes, I the S is I'm more observant. You guys are more
I don't know
the
what the
N.
differences
The
are.
N. So we have 2 introverts and 2 extroverts, and you guys have the same 3 last letters.
Wait, so is
NFJ.
it the camera or the battery?
Battery.
So we have to get like longer lasting batteries.
I think
Or
there's
just
no
switch
such
it out
thing.
after 2
Every
recordings.
oh yeah.
Because I was able to get an hour,
Mm.
and then it died at an hour 15.
Mm.
Okay, so every hour,
Yeah.
just switch it off.
It's
Okay.
probably just safer to switch it off after every recording, though.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. I just looked at it. You guys are intuitive.
That's what.
That's your N is. We're all F. Oh well, I used to be F J. I'm a TJ. I'm thinking more.
What F? Focus.
No,
Feeling.
F is
Feeling.
feeling.
Oh,
So
okay.
like the question that a lot of Korean people ask is like, so if your friend calls you crying, like if the friends call you say, oh, I went shopping because I'm sad. What would you respond? A, oh, why are you sad? Or what would you respond? B, what did you buy?
Both
Why are you sad?
Why are you sad?
Why are you sad? Right?
Yeah.
I used to say why you're sad, but I think about it, I'm like, well, what did you buy?
Yeah. Because first.
Well, I would say that after, but I want to know how they feel first, and then we're like, okay, so what did you buy?
Like, yeah, right. But I was like, oh, I was thinking to myself because
Mhm.
I'm recently like a T. I changed to a T, which is thinking. So you don't really look. You don't really. I do care about people's feelings. I think I'm like 50. I'm like 52 thinking, and then like 48 feeling. So like obviously I like okay like in that situation I'm like okay like what did you buy first? You're obviously sad. I don't want to talk about you being sad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, like what did you buy? Oh, and then I ask, why are you sad?
Wait, so does that tie into like if you're more like a logical or emotional person then?
Well, yes, kind of. Yeah, but then like at the end of the day, like it's for me, like when I took the test, I'm a T now, like then an F. And so my like I said, I'm 52% thinking, but also I'm like 48% feeling. So like I still like feel I'm really empathetic. Like I feel bad for people all the time, or not bad people. I just feel for their emotions all the time. I'm pretty sure you guys all do because you guys are Fs. But it's just we respond to different things. That's why like our responses are always different because you guys are the same people. Literally. Literally the same people. Except he's introverted, you got extroverted. I'm over here being the only STJ over here. You guys are ENFJ. But yeah, that plays a lot. I think I'm really big into astrology and personality types.
Me too, but like not like into it. Like
Oh,
that.
you know what I just found out? There's so you know how there's obviously like your astrology sign, and then there's like your Chinese
Zodiac.
Oh,
zodiac
the
sign,
mixed one.
and then there's the
Mhm.
one in the middle. I forgot it's called like a premier thing.
Yeah,
Where they take both of it and then they give you like another animal, and
right.
that's
Yeah.
Never
your.
heard of that.
I think I took
searched
it.
up,
What is
but
it
I
called
forgot what
again?
It's like starts with the P. It's like premier premier astrology or
astrology or zodiac.
something.
Chinese.
A new
Astrology,
zodiac just dropped. This is crazy.
Chinese and zodiac combined. I'm not very good at like what to put
Let me
in
search
Google.
it
Oh,
up
me
too.
too. Combined.
Primal.
Primal.
You
Oh.
I
Primal.
forgot. I forgot.
Primal zodiac
Zodiac.
sign. I think I did this before.
I slay. Scorpio.
My spirit animal. I am
I guess I'll look it up,
first.
too.
Yeah. So we're gonna check first.
I'm a porcupine.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I'm a jaguar. Jaguar? Is that how you say it?
Oh.
Jaguar.
I'm a tarantula.
Jaguar.
Oh, slay.
So the tarantula says here that let me read it. Tarantulas. Um. Okay. Let me read it. Okay. So the tarantula is combining the adventurous Sagittarius of the graceful instincts of a snake. Members of the sign are both strong and intelligent. They seem to have a sixth sense for knowing what other people are thinking. I think that's very true. But in reality, they're simply highly observant and have an inherent knowledge of human behavior, which is true.
Perfect.
Having the snakes as one Chinese zodiac sign gives one a seductive, charming, and mysterious edge. This perfectly complements Sagittarius' edge, who would otherwise not be focused on the small details around them. Like I like why Sagittarius sun sign keeps the snake from becoming lazy and self-indulgent. Wow. I'm compatible with where does it say?
The love and friendship.
Yeah.
It just says like the
The
moon
Oh.
sign for
people.
me.
Okay. Well, what are you again? You say.
Oh, I'm a Jaguar.
So what does it mean by Jaguar?
I'm powerful, regal, and solitary. Those born under the primal zodiac sign of Jaguar have a powerful, attractive quality that others can't help but notice.
Period.
Slay. Often eccentric and always proud, members of this sign are capable of great achievements as long as they can remain in control of themselves. Jaguars are their own best friend and worst enemy. True. They have the strength, influence, and vision to succeed beyond all reasonable expectations. Um, blah, blah. Similarly, those who were in position of royalty and power were honored by comparison to this creature. So basically, I am royalty.
Period.
Isn't that
You
what regal
are.
means? Royal? Regal?
Yeah, regal means
Regal?
like yeah,
That's one of my favorite words, by the way.
royal.
Regal.
Oh, regal. Oh. Apparently, um, a famous tarantula is Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
What can I say? Ben Stiller.
Wait, where do you see that?
You
That's
scroll
at the
down
bottom.
more.
Oh, I have Willow Smith,
Wait, which website are you guys using?
Emma Stone,
Primalastrology.com.
Okay, that's what I'm
Ryan
using too.
Reynolds.
Wait, I don't see the more astrology. Wait, no, that's not right.
I'm a hammerhead shark.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
What does it say?
It is said if a shark stops moving, they will drown. This is a brilliant metaphor for the hammerhead shark primal zodiac sign. Hammerheads are headstrong, independent, and adventurous. They have seemingly endless amounts of energy, and when they see something they want, they go after it full force. I guess they have a hard time settling down in careers and relationships unless they have the freedom to do what they want.
Oh,
That's
that's so
absolutely
true.
That is so
Something
true.
that
Oh, my
I
fault.
know.
That's so true.
Yes. Oh,
Damn, that
that
got
is really
me.
true.
That got me good.
Yeah, for me, the observant one, I'm really observant. I think like I can read the room like pretty easily, and people easily. I think that's really true.
Do you guys think I seem confident?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it says from the outside, hammerheads seem confident, but this is not actually the case.
Yeah.
I think you just showcase you showcase your personality more. I can't say. I mean, I can say you're confident, but I don't want to say if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You're very wrong if you say
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
am.
saying. I don't want to say it and be like you're not confident, but that's shutting you down too. That's like rude for me. How about you, Alex? What does it say about you? What are you?
Porcupine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you reading the personality or the compatibility?
I just kind of
Personality.
personality. Yeah, the first
Yeah.
thing, the first two paragraphs.
Oh, okay. So, intuitive, creative, and charming, those born under the sign of the porcupine have the sense of nobility to them that they carry wherever they go. Like their animal namesake, they are homebodies who don't look for confrontation but are also quick to defend themselves. Likable, graceful, and lucky, they value comfort to a high degree and will often put it above all else. Though they are often socially progressive, porcupines can be very set in their ways. They usually are influenced by their parents and teachers at an early age and may stubbornly stick to ideas and philosophies that no longer serve them.
That is very
Porcupines do not like change. They do not like to think that their perspective may be flawed, and when confronted with the truth, this normally strong and confident sign often sticks its head in the sand. Members of this sign justify basing their actions on their emotions because they feel very certain that they are fair people and therefore their perspectives must also be fair.
That is Alex.
Uh,
That is Alex.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is
Literally.
literally
Yeah.
Hey,
Alex.
Alex got down to the T, bro.
Yeah.
Might just call me royalty.
Basically, you're queen.
but yeah, you see how that kind of, I guess, relates more than just your astrology and your Chinese zodiac sign. They just mix it both, and now it
That's
gives
actually
you.
Yeah.
kind of
Well,
crazy.
I
I'm not gonna lie.
maybe the next podcast we can talk about like your sun rising and your moon because I'm really big into astrology. Like,
Okay.
there's a difference between a December Sagittarius to November Sagittarius.
Mhm.
I like to say Decembers are better. They rank it on TikTok and that they're better. You know those videos like which zodiac is better, blah 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 blah. You never seen those?
No,
Oh,
I don't
Oh.
think I've ever seen those.
you're not you're not astrology TikTok
I'm
then.
not that deep.
Yeah.
I only like check minds and I'm like, okay.
next, yeah. But yeah, I think
Was that?
that's it. I think because
Wait, were we
it's
going to
getting
answer
late.
the would you rather? That was.
I can find
Oh.
another one. I find another one.
Wait,
quick.
did we answer?
Yeah,
We
I
all answered
said.
it.
Yeah,
They
we
did?
said
We
we
stuck
learned
with the
language.
language
I-
to see which
Yeah.
the
Okay,
answer
let me
was.
find another one.
Oh
we can
wait,
do
I
real
was
quick.
thinking. I didn't.
Oh,
It
you
Oh,
was
you
haven't
didn't
answered
answer it?
yet?
it was every be fluent in every language or be fluent in every
Play every
instrument.
instrument
Mhm.
beautifully.
See, that's different now. Cause like
Really?
yeah, cause like you can actually be like famous or like be
You could
known
True.
as
be
like
known like this
the
person can play
instrument.
every instrument.
Yeah.
Also with language too, no?
I mean, I have seen people use that as TikTok. Like,
Oh,
if you
Like a
can,
if you can
polyglot?
speak this,
And I don't know it,
yeah,
yeah.
you get
Oh,
money.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I would still choose language though.
Yeah.
I think it would be I've seen like those videos of like white people that go to like Asia or Africa and then they're like speaking English
Yeah.
and then the person's like kind of cussing or like saying bad things to them and then they like
Mm.
speak in their language and they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah. It like brightens up their like day or like you
Like,
could
oh, you
see
speak it?
like their faces
Yeah.
glow once like a foreigner's like speaking their language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're gonna do this one really quick before we go because I do have to leave too. Okay, this is really unhinged. Okay, but
Okay.
it's kind of funny.
Okay.
Would you rather, if your sex tape of yours is accidentally leaked on a popular website, would you rather have 1 billion views or 0 views because no one wants to see it?
0. 0.
But think about it, you get money. Oh,
No, that's
Oh.
irrelevant now.
you get money for the
You don't
view.
even get that much though.
Oh, really? How
Well,
Yeah.
now it's 0.
Yeah. How much would you get? Like, how do you, from what you know?
I don't know because I was like, I was just curious, you
Oh,
know? Like, I
obviously,
was like
yeah,
doing my little research because, like,
mhm.
how much does these people actually like make off of
Mhm.
one video? Barely nothing. Your video has to like pop off.
Yeah. I
And
mean, you could be like Kim
it's not that
Kardashian and
It could be yeah,
you
your startup
could,
to you
and
know
like there's so many porn
Yeah.
stars that like get somewhere they're known unfortunately for, but people enjoy that. So I don't know. I do not want me that side of me on internet.
anything,
Period.
yeah. So 0, please.
Yeah, I'll do 0
viewers.
views and no
Zero
one
is so,
views.
You said a
like-
billion views?
A billion views.
I mean,
That's a lot of
that's-
money.
That's more than a pop off.
But it could be any kind of porn. It could be any kind of sex tape. It could just be like just the body, no head. So no face, no. What's it called?
No face, no case.
Yes.
I have tattoos. They can know
Oh. Damn.
me. Yeah.
Okay. But I will still do 0 views because
Yeah,
no one wants to see
0.
it. Therefore, people know of it, but no one's gonna see it because that's just weird.
Yeah.
Are you really thinking about it? Like,
I mean,
cuz like
I'm low key kind of too.
Cause like yeah, like a billion views could be like that could be like your Kim Kardashian like
honestly,
move,
though,
like,
I
your
agree.
life.
Honestly, if it's online already, might as well have it pop off.
Yeah.
Like it's there already. Like that's the thing. It's gonna be there. It's leaked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd rather just get a billion views and you know.
I still don't want.
Just imagine you're in
People are
public.
weird.
There he is. Who? The 1-inch Punisher.
Oh,
Oh.
But you know, like Kim Kardashian's kids, like they. It's so sad because one of the kids was playing Roblox and there's an ad for like, oh, let me send you. Oh, it's a message. Like, oh, I have your mom's sex tape
That's crazy.
Why would
Yeah.
people? Okay, people are messed up. Like,
to a kid.
yeah, like you don't need to do that. Like,
Exactly.
Y'all seen Instagram reels? The comments on those things?
no, I don't.
Have you guys
That's just
seen
the internet
Twitter
for
or
you, though.
X? It's
Yeah.
so unhinged. I'll be scrolling and I see like a like sorry, I see a sex tape right then and there. I'm like, whoa!
Oh.
Like, sorry, you have to lower down the volume. I screamed into the mic. That was I literally threw my phone. I was like, oh my gosh! Like I was so scared, jump scared me. Like it was a full on like sex tape. Just you know, you can obviously turn it off. I just didn't know. I didn't know that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never use Twitter or X.
I-
Ever. I don't know. How
If
to-
you are like a fan of someone or something,
Mhm.
that's the best way to get updates. So I do a lot of like my
That's
K-pop updates up there. So I get
I see.
scroll. Oh, it's right there.
Mm,
Update it easily. But
I see.
so you're leaning between what you're the 1 billion. I think I do 1 billion. If it's online, you
I
might
think
as
I'm
well
gonna
have
do
it
1
pop
billion,
off.
Yeah.
Zero?
I don't want myself out there.
But it's already out there. You just no one watches
but,
it.
yeah, exactly.
But-
basically,
But
like
wait,
it's
is
already
it like
out
is
there.
it gonna stay 0 or is it like it's just there at
I don't
0,
know,
but
it
then
didn't
maybe
say.
it'll be like 1, 2,
know.
3, like eventually, because like
I
it's
think
out
it just
there.
started off. I think it just
Yeah.
starts off.
So,
If
yeah.
my face isn't in it, then yes, for
Yes.
sure.
If my face isn't in it, yeah. I mean, yeah, tattoos you can, but like no face, no case. You can't prove that's me.
It just depends on what I'm doing in that video. If I'm keeping it 0
Yeah.
or not.
I'd rather skip the 1 billion views. I can start off somewhere from there, like Kim Kardashian.
Look, if MTV wants to do an interview with me after that video is posted, I'd be happy.
If someone wants to do a sit down on a
Wants to-
podcast with me about that crazy time, I was glad to
I
sit
will
down.
happily explain everything.
I'll be like, I'm so sorry to my mom and dad, but that's my family. Just hopefully they don't. I'm pretty sure my why would my family watch that?
Right?
See, they wouldn't. That's why it might as well get 1 billion views.
Yeah, but your
So look at-
friends can
Look
see
at okay, but look at the about Kim Kardashian. They don't really talk about her sex tape anymore.
because it's been years ago.
Exactly. So one day it'll be vanished. Like no one. It'll still be there, but I mean, I don't think her sex tape's out there still. Is it?
I don't know.
Everything's everywhere.
It could be somewhere. You could find it somewhere if you really want to.
Oh, okay. Got it.
The interview. You want to interview me, guys? It's not actually one. It's actually half.
Bye. Anyways, I think that's the end of this. I do. Oh, see, I
Yeah.
forgot. Thank you guys for listening. I think you're not
Yeah.
even in it anymore, Riley.
Oh,
Thank you guys for
Yeah.
thank you guys for listening. Stay tuned for more
the next
episodes.
ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
yep.
Bye bye.
Deuces.